Hey guys, what's up? Cardfight here, bringing you guys another Cardfight Vanguard area video. Today I'm going to be going over the different formats in Cardfight Vanguard and just, just the changes that have come with the 3.0 update. As you know, standard format was announced 2 months ago, and just a few days ago in Cardfight Vanguard area, there was a 3.0 update introducing the new Coral support, or whatever, the new Bermuda Triangle booster. And along with that came the new format with the standard series cards and stuff like that. I also just want to start here to show that I got my new sleeve with the bracket 451. That's just the sleeve number it was. And Team Phoenix, of course, being my username. And yeah. So it looks like I got this Tester Fox, which I guess I'll use just because it looks cool. Why not? I mean, whatever. Um, anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and go to the deck editor, and oh God, that does look awesome because, and this is actually pretty suiting for me because A, the red eyes, and B, and it's like he's like some big major science geek or whatever, and I'm myself a huge fan of science, and just that he's testing different chemicals like I test different decks now. Okay, anyway, so first thing you'll notice is that Forerunners and Stain Triggers have changed in that Forerunners no longer exist, nor do Stand Triggers. Instead, Forerunners go ahead and allow you to draw a card upon ride phase automatically, and Stand Triggers don't exist, getting replaced by Front Triggers, which, when revealed, give 10,000 power to the entire front row. And it does have a shield value increase, as most cards do now. So the power increase of triggers have gone from 5 to 10,000, and a shield value increase of 10 to 15,000. The only exception being heal triggers with the same 5 to 10,000 power increase, with the shield increase being doubled from 10,000 to 20,000. In addition to that, we also have now draw triggers that act as perfect guards. You cannot use more than 4 Sentinel cards in a deck, so you cannot use 4 Vanguard Beret with 4 copies of Sentinel Dragon, or whatever it's called. Which obviously makes sense, because who wants to be with a format where you have 8 perfect guards, you know? I believe it's called Sentinel Wyvern or Guard Wyvern, something like that. I'll just check right now. Yeah, Guard Griffin, I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm just gonna be kind of going over my deck profile for it later on, and focus more so on the different formats for now, and the differences between them. So, first off is G format, the format we're all very used and accustomed to. No changes needed for your current deck. It says cards from the new series cannot be used. No change is needed for your current deck. No purchase of new cards is needed. However, the 2 cons for it is environment gets stagnant without new cards, and you need to have the knowledge of all the old cards, which means you're gonna research a lot more because you gotta deal with a lot more decks, a lot more threats, etc. And there's just a lot more to keep in mind as well as to take into account for. And there's a lot more, I guess in general, you just need to be a lot more depth to your environment as per your surroundings to make sure that you know what clan you'll be fighting, the combos in your deck, and everything. As for now, it's kind of just swing over your opponent for 13k and pray you double crit them to death, you know? And that's just kind of how it is. Next up is standard format. It says it's for fresh players. Only cards from the new series can be used. I'll quickly touch upon that. When they say the new series can be used, obviously 2 months ago they released a announcement that they're going to be rebooting the series that we used to know and love before it got at first region blocked because of the song producers that helped with the actual song that was used in the videos of the entire first season, which spanned 64, 65 episodes or so, each being a good 20 minutes each. Sadly, those have all been removed from the channel because of, I guess, some copyright claim or something, or just they just took them to court and won or something. I don't know. It used to just be region blocked, but I checked back like 2, 3 days ago, and now it's been removed permanently. So we can really only hope that they upload it again or something. But anyway, and it's sad because that's where most of my amazing memories come from. The nostalgia bomb from the series has come from because seeing the characters develop, like Aichi from this kind of weak spirited character into this very confident young man, it's just sad that that's no longer an option for new players to see. Um, and that's kind of another reason why I love Kagura so much. It's my favorite clan because the cards just keep evolving into these awesome things, like this amazing time capsule of evolution where you have the original starter, Lizard Runner Undu, to this amazing starter for basically any deck in Kagero. Uh, basically, for any deck in Kagero, everybody used Lizard Hero Undu because it was just that good. If you play Overlord, chances are Lizard Hero Undu was your starter. It was just amazing. Now, for a time, there was even consideration of Lizard Attack or Conroe, but that didn't last as long, and honestly, not that many people used it anymore. Um, but well, I guess there's yeah, used it in past tense because nobody uses it now, especially now because G format's basically dead because everybody's playing standard now. Um, So that's kind of the two main bases I want to hit on upon: the removal of the old series and my reasoning for playing Kagura for so long. Because of course I'm a long veteran in the series. And between Royal Paladin and Kagura, there were only two decks available at the time. Well, clans, but really only two decks at the two Shadow decks at the time. I started in Vanguard. I chose Kagura because I didn't really like Royal Paladins because I felt everybody was going to flock to it since it's the main character's deck. Because once you just follow in the footsteps of the fan base, following after the protagonist. But anyway. And then there's the premium format, which is straight and imaginary gift, meaning all cards can be used. Cards you already own can be used. A wide variety of decks can be built. However, it has a very steep learning curve for beginners, and it's probably the most expensive of them all because you gotta pay for the new cards and the old cards. The new cards are gonna be expensive because it's for people who wanna get serious about doubling down on being the best of their respective generation, and by that I mean the different formats. And they also have to pay for the expensive cards that run for 40 to 50 piece per playset. So a playset being a good $2 to $50. I mean, it was hard for me to build even a minimum rarity deck for under 500 with the G format still in effect. Now, that, in all fairness, could have changed because, admittedly, some cards only came in one rarity, and some cards were $20 just because it hadn't had been reprinted. But it's just sad that I don't know. I just feel it's sad we really are having to shell out that much money as consumers to get some piece of cardboard. That's basically what it is. Uh, I mean, it's really sad just to think paper could be that expensive. We're handing in our green paper for paper. We're handing in universal paper that can be used for anything. For paper that can only be used in one game that hardly anybody plays anymore. And honestly, I think at this point, Cardfight Vanguard Area is more popular than Vanguard itself, like the card game, because hardly anybody plays it. But anyway, yeah. So I guess it's basically everything I wanted to touch upon. I will be uploading a deck profile for my different standard decks so far, because of course there's only 4 clans you can play, which is Royal Paladins, Kagero, and then there's Oracle Think Tank and Nova Grappler. And I'll be making sure to upload all 4 of those very, very soon. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Cardmaster Phoenix, sending out. See you guys next time. Have a good one.